Most people think Cristiano Ronaldo's success comes from talent or genetics, but the real separation happens in places no one sees. It happens in the ordinary hours, in the repetitive moments, in the daily habits that never make headlines. These habits don't look dramatic. They don't feel exciting. But over time, they create a gap so wide that very few can cross it. And once you understand them, you'll realize why copying his workouts is easy, but copying his life is almost impossible. Ronaldo's day doesn't begin with motivation. It begins with structure. He doesn't wake up asking himself how he feels. He wakes up knowing exactly what the day requires. There is no emotional check-in, no negotiation, no delay. This alone separates him from most people. Every time you ask yourself whether you feel like doing something, you give inconsistency a vote. Ronaldo removed that vote entirely. Sleep is treated as a performance tool, not a luxury. His bedtime is protected with the same seriousness as a match. Late nights are not rewarded, even after victories. Social plans don't override recovery. While many people sacrifice sleep to gain more time, Ronaldo understands that sleep multiplies time by improving focus, reaction, and physical readiness. One good night of sleep does more for performance than hours of forced effort. When he eats, it's not about pleasure or cravings. It's about function. Meals are timed, balanced, and predictable. He eats to fuel training, speed recovery, and maintain body composition. There is no randomness, no emotional eating, no reward-based indulgence. Most people eat based on mood. Ronaldo eats based on outcome. Ask yourself how often your energy crashes are caused not by workload, but by poor fueling. Training is not a single daily event. It's a sequence. Strength work, technical work, conditioning, mobility, recovery. Each part has a purpose. Nothing is skipped because it feels boring. Nothing is overdone because it feels good. He doesn't chase exhaustion. He chases readiness. That distinction matters. Exhaustion looks impressive but shortens careers. Readiness sustains them. Recovery is active, not passive. Stretching, pause, mobility work, breathing, light movement. These aren't optional add-ons. They are scheduled. Younger athletes often ignore recovery because they feel invincible. Ronaldo treated recovery seriously even when he was young, which is why his body aged slower. What you neglect when you feel strong becomes your weakness later. Another habit that separates him is repetition without drama. His routines look nearly identical day after day. Same preparation, same warm-ups, same focus. Most people crave novelty. They mistake boredom for stagnation. Ronaldo understands that boredom is often a sign you're doing the right thing consistently. Mastery lives inside repetition. His mental habits are just as strict as his physical ones. He limits exposure to distractions. Social media is not allowed to dictate his mood. News, criticism, praise, none of it interferes with his daily execution. Emotional spikes are dangerous because they disrupt routine. Ronaldo processes emotions quickly and returns to structure. This emotional discipline protects consistency. He also tracks everything that matters. Performance data, recovery signals, physical feedback. Nothing is left to guesswork. This creates clarity. Clarity reduces anxiety. When you know where you stand, you don't waste energy worrying. Many people feel stressed not because they work too hard, but because they work without clear feedback. Another key habit is how he treats comfort. Comfort is never allowed to settle in. The moment a routine feels easy, he raises the standard slightly, not dramatically, incrementally. This prevents stagnation without causing burnout. Most people either stay comfortable too long or push too hard too fast. Ronaldo stays in the narrow zone where growth happens steadily. His social habits are also selective. He protects his environment carefully. People who drain focus, encourage excess, or normalize excuses don't have access to his daily life. This isn't arrogance, it's strategy. Your environment shapes your habits whether you like it or not. Ronaldo chose environments that reinforce discipline, not weaken it. There is also a habit of accountability that few people adopt. Ronaldo takes responsibility even when circumstances are unfair. Bad pass, bad call, bad result. The question is always the same: what can I do better next time? This keeps control internal. The moment you blame externally, growth stops. His daily mindset refuses that escape. Halfway through this, take a moment and reflect. Which of these habits feels the hardest to maintain consistently? If this breakdown is helping you see success differently, this is a good time to subscribe so you don't miss more deep dives like this. And leave a comment about the habit you know would change your life the most if you committed to it fully. Even rest days follow structure. Rest does not mean chaos. It means lighter work, controlled movement, mental reset without indulgence. Many people turn rest days into damage days. Ronaldo uses them to prepare for the next effort. That's why rest makes him better instead of slower. One of the most powerful habits he has is long-term thinking. Daily decisions are filtered through a simple question: will this help me perform not just this season, but years from now? Alcohol, late nights, inconsistent routines, these all fail that test. He didn't give these things up temporarily, he removed them permanently. Temporary discipline creates temporary results. Permanent habits create careers. His self-talk is also disciplined. He doesn't comfort himself when standards aren't met. He corrects himself. The tone is firm, not emotional. This keeps feedback useful instead of damaging. Many people either criticize themselves harshly or avoid self-criticism entirely. Ronaldo found the narrow path where self-feedback drives improvement without breaking confidence. There is no finish line in his daily habits. That's the final separation. Most people work hard until they reach a goal, then relax. Ronaldo treats every goal as a checkpoint, not an endpoint. The routine continues unchanged. This prevents regression. Progress doesn't disappear because it's never considered complete. What looks extreme from the outside feels normal from the inside because it's built gradually. He didn't wake up one day and become disciplined. He layered habits year after year until discipline became identity. That's why copying one habit won't work. The power is in the system, not the individual pieces. So when you ask what truly separates Cristiano Ronaldo from everyone else, the answer isn't a secret workout or a special diet. It's the willingness to live the same disciplined day thousands of times without applause, without shortcuts, and without negotiation. Before you go, think about this honestly and share it in the comments. If you committed fully to just one of these daily habits for the next year, which one would it be? And if you want more content that reveals what truly separates the best from the rest, make sure you subscribe and stay with us. Because success isn't built in extraordinary moments. It's built in ordinary days executed without compromise.